Wolfgang Van Halen makes a confession on his role in David Lee Roth's future in Van Halen. Wolfgang Van Halen has opened up about the significant behind-the-scenes role he played in reshaping Van Halen's later-era reunion tours, particularly when it came to bringing original frontman David Lee Roth back into the fold. In a revealing interview with Songcake, Wolfgang offered rare insight into how the reunion came together and how deeply involved he was in guiding its direction. As the son of legendary guitarist Eddie Van Halen, Wolfgang was often seen by fans as a bridge between the band's past and present. However, his latest comments suggest his influence extended far beyond simply being the bassist on stage. According to Wolfgang, he was instrumental in restarting communication with Roth and laying the groundwork for the band's renewed collaboration. In a candid discussion, Wolfgang explained his behind-the-scenes involvement. "You know, I was the one who called and brought Dave back to begin with, and I was the one making the set lists too." That revelation sheds new light on how the famously volatile relationship between Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth was managed during the reunion era. While tensions between band members had often defined Van Halen's history, Wolfgang positioned himself as a steadying force, working to balance respect for the band's legacy with a desire to keep things fresh. He added, "So I did everything I could to get Dad and the guys to play stuff that they hadn't played before in a long time." Wolfgang's influence was most evident in the set lists performed during those tours. Rather than relying solely on the band's biggest radio staples, he pushed for deeper cuts that longtime fans had rarely, if ever, heard live. This approach gave the reunion shows a sense of novelty and rewarded dedicated listeners who knew Van Halen's catalog inside and out. The younger Van Halen's influence on the band's set lists resulted in some surprising song choices during those reunion tours. So, I think that's how we ended up on those tours, playing stuff like Drop Dead Legs and even Dirty Movies, stuff I don't think Van Halen really ever played, he revealed. Wolfgang's comments highlight how crucial his role was during a pivotal chapter in Van Halen's history. More than just a band member, he acted as a curator of the group's legacy, helping reconnect old relationships and reintroduce overlooked songs to the stage. For fans, his confession offers a deeper understanding of how those reunion tours came to be, and why they felt both nostalgic and refreshingly different at the same time.